What's up? So I'm out here shooting with the 70 to 200 millimeter Sony G Master lens, the version 2 of that lens, and I got here the A7R-V. And what we're gonna do is just kind of walk around and see what we can capture. It's not a big place. I have a video earlier that I shot here with the lighthouse. And what I'm gonna do is now kind of walk around and just take some pictures. And I'm gonna share composition with you guys to let you see the I guess you wanna say the reel to reel of how it is to shoot out in public, and not have social anxiety, and be able to shoot with the confidence, understanding like you don't have to necessarily be perfect, but you do have to practice. So that's why we're out here, man. Let's get to her. All right, so the biggest thing I like to do when I come out here to shoot around a bit is just find things that I see that are interesting. I also like to change up the angles in which I take pictures and change up the composition to make sure that when I am shooting, not the operable word of boring, but the word of y'all being bored, right? So, like I find this interesting, you know, the lady up here doing something. So I'm gonna bend down here, line up my shot, and I'm gonna zoom into, I want a little foreground. So I'm gonna have to tap the focus because my Sony is like, what are you trying to capture? And I'm gonna show you why I find it interesting in just a second. Now, if you look closely back there, while she's looking at her artwork, you also can see the lighthouse back there. So that is why I took that picture. And the reason you use foreground is to show like, okay, you're just not in a wide open space just taking random pics, but you have some environment in place in order to show everything that you can. Remember, every picture that you take tells a story, and you should want to. Can I capture those birds going around? I missed it. That happens too. That happens too. So I'm shooting because there's so much going on here as far as motion, right? I'm shooting in shutter priority mode in order to control what I want that water to do. And I think these boats are perfect. I'm gonna bring it out to 70, line myself up here. Let me get this way just a little, because I want to capture the lighthouse as well. Take off subject recognition. And let me put it down here like so. Yeah. Boom. Sure. Okay. So that's kind of how I like to do it. It's not just taking straight on pictures, and it's not always just taking the portraits. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I want to capture that lady doing her thing again, but I'm gonna leave her be. I don't want to bother her. Anytime I see another artist that doing their thing, last thing I want to do is bother them, right? All right, here I'm gonna capture this guy over here doing his job. I'm gonna use a manual focus because I'm gonna use this this wire here as a foreground. Okay, and we're gonna peek at him all the way over there. Let's see here. Is he still working? Yeah, we still working. There he is. Let's get him in focus. Boom. Well, we'll take another one because that one was kind of that was trash. Let me show you. Boom. Yeah, I don't like it, but we're gonna sit here until he do what he gotta do. Let's put on subject recognition and see if the AI can recognize that gentleman way through this. Does it recognize him? Nope. See what it locked on to? I'm pointing again. So anytime you want to use a little foreground, if you don't have a clear space, hey man, jump to manual focus. Jump to manual focus. Boom. You see? That's how you do that. Now let's jump to that man over there taking a picture. Now I can put it on autofocus because there is no foreground here. And I can leave that bad boy at, yep. Now here, because it's a human, humans have the propensity to move. So if they move, you want to freeze their focus a bit. And the way that you do that, they say 1/500th of a second. I go between 1/500th and I go between 1/1000th. Hey, depending on how fast they're moving, might crank it up more than that. But the biggest thing, if you're on shutter priority mode, is to look out for is your aperture, to make sure that it is not, you know, making your photo look so crazy and that your ISO has to jump up. Now, I will say I'm out here and I have my ISO at auto because it's so bright. I don't necessarily care about all of that. Now let's look over here. It's a good picture here. Boom. Boom. Good morning. Oh. Oh. Sorry about that. Solid. Hold on. Somebody else over here. Fishing too. She fishing. I love to use foreground, guys. I love it. See, and I don't always hit people dead center. And the reason I don't is because I want y'all to see what they're seeing too. Let's back this up just a bit. We'll just touch the focus over there. Yeah, perfect. Boom. So when you're composing shots, or when you're trying to get an interesting shot, you know, I know when you're out, people will look at you strange and they'll be like, what the heck is this guy doing, you know? Hold on. That was quick. But what is this guy doing? And I think the biggest thing you have to have about you is the I don't care. Spirit, you gotta have that. He trying to take the bird, trying to take the man bait. He trying to take his bait. Here comes some other ones, look. I got this bad boy on 1/1000. Let's crank it to 1/2000 so we got plenty depth of field. Well, I'm going on 6400. I got plenty of depth of field. Yeah, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good morning. Chip. You? Good morning. So, I like that up there. That bird's on top over there? A statue? Yes. Now let's do it like this here. Focus. Let's put you in this corner. Nice. Yeah, so, you know, like I said, you know, being able to capture what you want, however you want, is the name of the game. Don't ever be afraid to use foreground like these down here. You know, like, don't be afraid to use this as a foreground to take photos of things that may be inanimate or photos that may seem boring. Right? The goal is to take a picture that you like, and then I don't like it. Make for an interesting video though. So let's see what we can capture, because we do that too. So when I shoot, I do shoot in with I do shoot with S-Cinetone. Sorry, having a brain fart. But when I shoot, I do shoot with S-Cinetone because that's what I like to do. It's easier for me to grade. I could do S-Log3. S-Log3 is pretty cool too. But S-Cinetone to me is just thebomb.com. So we're gonna put this right here. This would make for an interesting video too. The goal is when you come out to film and when you come out to do anything, you do what you enjoy, you know? Don't so much worry about perfection and things like that. You know, perfection only exists in the minds of people who try too hard. Normally there's no such thing as perfect. It's only like what you want to film, what you want to shoot. But just let that be. Let's capture our lighthouse from over here too. Yeah. I love using touch to focus. Love using it. Because sometimes, although they talk about autofocus and things of that nature, and I also like using manual focus, sometimes I don't. Because you try to nail that focus, quote unquote, or when you look at your screen and that peaking is on there, but when you get back home, you're like, what the heck did I take a picture of? You know? So that touch to focus is always coming in clutch. Always come in clutch. Let's see if we can't get some pictures of these birds too. And I like the way this water taxi sign looks white. Let's see. Yeah. To get right up on it and right up under it. And take that photo there with the clouds behind it. Let's see. You can get on one knee and propose to it real quick. Never mind. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh yeah. 1, 2. Hold on. Back up just a little. And ooh, oh, that's good. Nice. Very nice. Could pull out my 24-70, get that a little better. But we're gonna deal with it for now. We about to take a picture of this sea tow over here. All right. I'm gonna get closer to him. And he's wading in the water over there. Yeah. Very nice. A little bit of lighthouse in there. So when you compose a shot, the thing I look at is if he's facing this way, facing that way, when I compose the shot, I'm going to put him in the almost like the right side of the frame to show he's headed somewhere, right? Because a picture is a still, right? So the goal is to tell a story. And you can put him dead center and say, you know, he's just dead center, you know, he's headed nowhere. Let's look at that while he's dead center and see how that looks. And we're at 200 millimeters, so dead center versus right side of the frame. To me, right side of the frame looks the best. To you, dead center may look the best. The reason I like the right side of the frame is to show that he's actually headed somewhere, you know what I mean? It's the best that way. Now, biggest thing I talk about or want to talk about is the fact that when you're doing this, you can't care who's watching, because why? People are going to. People are definitely going to watch. That's people's nature, man. 1, 2, 3. I mean, isn't that interesting? The net and is here for whatever it's here for, and then it's like, don't fish over here. Oh, somebody else got a drone out here. Looks like a DJI Mini. Yeah, it looks like a Mini. Let's see. Oop. I'm about to talk to him. We'll be right back. Have a good one, man. All right. Yeah, so that conversation took a while. But anyway, so when we talk about, once again, composition, like I'm about to take this video of these swings. Now, we've all seen video of swings before, preferably. And what's the name of that movie? The Terminator. But that was on the world is ending type of thing, right? All right, let's see if we can hold steady. Boom. So remember, it's not necessarily always what's going to be interesting to every group. It's what's interesting to you. Is that matters. That's what you look for. Now, see here, I want a lot more of the swings to be in focus. So I take my shutter down so my aperture opens. Right now I'm aperture f11. Boom. Yeah. And that's it, man. That is it. So again, the goal is to always film what you want, take pictures of what you want, and never, ever, ever let anyone, not one person, take you away from your passion or your craft, because it's yours. Never let anybody take you away from your passion craft. This is Creative Milk.